recording?
Yes. So where do I look? What? Ah! Is that actually?
It's COVID killer.
I don't have COVID anymore.
Shut up. They announced it! It's time for Hot Nights videos. Yes, Will is so excited. So Will, how have you been?
I've been good. I did catch the COVID, but I got over it. It sucked, but we're all good.
Yeah.
So
we still doing all our social distancing and all that kind of stuff,
Yeah.
but we just figured we're outside and we
Better
wanted to
safe
start
than
making
sorry.
videos again. So,
Yeah.
so basically, everybody knows why we're here. Halloween Horror Nights has been announced. The dates have been announced. By the way, it's the 3rd of September to the 31st of October.
okay, we're probably gonna go October?
We'll talk about that at the end of the video.
Okay,
Sorry,
okay.
something I have been keeping from you. And then obviously they announced the Beetlejuice house, which obviously a lot of you have already been in the Beetlejuice house because they opened it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're just going to pretend that that didn't happen for the purpose of this video. Also, but we haven't seen it. Like we deliberately didn't look at anything for because we hoped it would roll over to this year. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a series called Scenes We'd Like to See.
Okay.
Yes. So basically we like picked out in our heads the three key kind of scenes that we would like to see in the house instead of just doing an announcement video, because we all know.
It's been kind of a while since I've seen this film, so mine are gonna be like this scene. It's like that wasn't in
wasn't
that
in
film.
that movie. Do you want me to go first?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So I don't know if this would work, but this is what I want. So I decided to start with like the facade, and I don't mean the facade of the building. Do you know, with the mural, because it's the building that. Remember Universal Monsters, and it had the big mural on the front? It was like a barn.
Yeah.
So that's where it is. So I'm not talking about the mural, I'm talking about when you go in. So what I want when you go in, which this is probably definitely not what's there, is I want it to be the facade of Dante's Inferno room, which is like the strip club that Year One makes for him to distract him in the little model. So I want you to walk in, right? And I want it to be like the model-y stuff. So the grass is like that weird spongy fake like grass from the model, and like there's all stuff around, and then you walk in and it's the big red like devil face, and there's a balcony, and I want all the like dancing girls up there, and I want Beetlejuice there, and I want him like talking and hooting and hollering at you.
So you want it like life size?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we
that's
walk
cool.
in through it. So that's what I want at the start. But like, it's probably not that, because I don't think Universal would want you walking through what is essentially, I think, a brothel. So it's probably not gonna happen.
So one of mine is kind of similar to that a little bit.
That's okay.
So not life size, but you know, maybe it's like way more tame than your one. But you know, like they have the little model of the town and stuff.
Yeah.
I always think that would be like the first area you go through, and two things attached to that. I know I'm kind of cheating a little bit, but one, do you remember where he's talking to the girl and he's trying to get her to say his name, and it's like, my name is, and it's like a beetle.
Yeah.
There's like this big beetle on a shelf or something, and she's like, beetle, and then it's like orange juice. I would love if either they have like a little video or hologram kind of thing, I don't know, set up somehow, playing in this little model town of like Beetlejuice saying things to people. It doesn't have to be live, it might be like pre-recording, like on a loop or something, but then have like the little beetle up on the shelf over your corner, like moving and stuff, like a little animatronic up there that's like kind of synced up with it, but that you can look down at the model town and see stuff moving.
That'd be cool.
Room. Yeah.
So, because what I was like thinking, I was like, oh wait a minute, do I want the model to be in the house or do I want it to be at the front? Because I want both. So that way you could walk into the model through Dante's Inferno at the start and then go into it, and then you're looking down on it.
Yeah.
So that would look cool.
That'd
So
be
that
cool.
works. That syncs up. That's good.
Yeah.
The other one that I had. So I want. Okay. Do you remember in Poltergeist when you went into the room that was the clown room?
Clown room.
And you walk in and his arms are everywhere?
Yes.
And then he comes down from a thing.
Yeah.
But then do you also remember the bit where you walked around a corner in Poltergeist and the big, like, ghost, you open a door.
Creature thingy, yeah.
Okay, so this is what I want, right? I want you to walk in to, like, what is essentially, like, let's say, the inside of the house, okay? And it's not going to be sandwormy. What it's going to be is like the walls kind of move, like as if they're being pushed in, as if the sandworm is outside the house.
Something's moving by.
Yeah, as if the sandworm's like moving by the house. So it like Because I think they can do that. I've seen them do things like that before.
Okay.
Where so they have like whatever, like some sort of system where they have like wormy type things going through it, and then you turn the corner and they open door, and then the sandworm is there and he's gonna eat you. And it's a proper puppet, like a proper big puppet. And then wait, that adds on to the other thing that I want. Because just while we're on the sandworm, because I love the sandworm. Because look, okay, I want also to at the end. Do you remember? This has gone on a rant now. Do you remember in Stranger Things, the second one, where the mind flare came through the roof?
And it's in the mall?
It's in the house. Just like this. It was like the big thing in the roof. And all the kids were there.
Was this in the show, or are we talking about in the house?
It's in the house and the show.
I can't remember it in the house. I remember it in the mall. I think you're going to have to keep going, though.
Anyway.
I'm real tired today.
So, what I want to see, because at the end of Beetlejuice, Barbara rides in on I think it's Barbara that rides in on the sandworm to, like, eat Beetlejuice. So he comes to the roof. So I want that. I want a full, like, puppet of the sandworm coming in as big as the Mind Flayer was in the Stranger Things 2 house, coming in and, like, coming at you when you walk into, like, that scene.
That's kind of similar to mine, but, like, again, mine's, like, a way, like, tamer idea. I just wanted there to be a part where you're walking through and like there's a patch of wall missing, but like the side of the sandworm is like moving by.
Yeah.
So like you see its skin and the texture and it's just moving by. It would nearly be just like a section of it on this like spinning wheel that just there's a part of sandworm on it that just moves by this patch in the building, you know? Like the
cool.
wall is a little bit broken or something, you see this creature moving through. I think that'd be cool. Way less like interesting and like stimulating than your one, but I'm just like, oh, that'd be a cool ambient effect.
Okay, so I tried to think of things that like, because like I don't know, we were talking about this on the way up, like it's really obvious what is going to be in the house. Like we know that like, you know, the scene with the waiting room is going to be there and stuff with Miss Argentina and stuff, which I don't know if anybody noticed, but I have a Miss Argentina mask, you can see. So I definitely want the scene where Delia's sculptures come to life. They're like the big thing, and then the thing that's got like the square on the bottom, and it's like stop frame animation, and they're like big lumbering statue things, and they like drag themselves along the floor to like come and get you.
Do not remember that scene
you not?
at all. Yeah, it's been a long time since I've seen it.
I want that. I don't know how they do it. I imagine they'd have people in suits, and then they just like come to life and then start crawling towards you. I want that.
That sounds terrifying.
Yeah.
I don't know. My next one's probably real predictable, and it's like I think it's this thing that like a lot of people remember with the film is where they're all sitting around the table and the hands shoot out of the bowls and pull their faces down. Just that scene, even just for a second, I would like that to be in there.
Do you know what would be so fun about that? Because I was thinking I wanted to put that in too. But what would be really fun about that scene is if you could walk in and walk around the table, right? And they're doing the singing part, you know, where they're singing Dale, and they're all doing that, and you can kind of walk around them, right? And they all have like a big dance together. We all have a great time because we're all going to be tired. It's going to be great. And then the hands come up and like grab them at the last minute.
That'd be cool.
That'd be cool. Yeah. The other thing that I'm really excited about is I can't wait to queue.
Queue?
Because the queue, they're going to play so many of the good songs from it.
Yeah, okay.
Like I can't wait. Like I'm so excited. Like I can't wait. Like it was so great getting the announcement yesterday because I haven't been excited, and I know everybody's been the same because we're all in the same boat, but like it's so nice to be finally excited about something. Like you seem thrilled, but like I'm
real
was
tired.
Like,
I think I've said it a couple of times. I'm very tired.
This is the first announcement in a
long
full
time.
Like they haven't made an announcement. They didn't make any announcement except the cancellation for the last one.
Yeah, this is like planning getting back on track kind of
Yeah.
thing. I'm also sliding down this hill I'm sitting on, so that's taking a portion of my attention.
And the other thing about the announcement was that they changed the tagline from 30 years, 30 fears, which I'm fine that they changed it because I didn't think that was great, but now the tagline is it's a really small little like it looks like a piece of caution tape just underneath Halloween Horror Nights that says never go alone.
Okay. I mean, that makes it less of a celebration of the past of it, right?
Yeah.
So it's like,
actually, yeah, that's a good point.
I think that's probably because remember you were saying maybe I'm way off here, and if so, I can edit it out later. But you were saying about how it was gonna be like a flashback to all these previous years, right? Like the Terror Queen and stuff.
Yeah.
Maybe they're like, look, that's a big, thing with crowds and everything. Maybe we'll put pause, knock it forward a year, maybe next year it won't be so much an anniversary, but it'll be like remembering the scariest past or something. So it doesn't have to necessarily be an anniversary event, but it can still be a commemoration of all the years before, just because they have to put it off for a year. So then this year they can just change up the tagline a bit so that they can still get the most of that later. Even just thinking from like what would be most profitable sort of thing.
That's a good point, because to be honest with you, I haven't delved too deep into the rumors, because it's just at the moment I'm just waiting for announcements. I just want to know that it's happening. But I know that the scare zones were announced, like the fact that there will be 5 scare zones was announced, and 1 show and 10 houses. Although heard a rumor of 12 houses, which don't know where it came from, don't know how they do this unless they go over to Islands of Adventure, which was, I think, a rumor at some point.
I think we just got to get some houses back up first. Like,
yeah,
let's not get ahead of
like
ourselves.
12 houses after pandemic. I don't
Yeah.
know about that, lads. Unless they do decide to do something where, to split the capacity, they decide to put it in the other
Divvy
park.
it up kind of thing.
Oh, you know what? 6 and 6.
I think.
Did we
Like,
just figure something out?
I think it's hoping for a lot, in all honesty.
I don't know.
I like
Now
to
that
set the
has me
bar
thinking.
low so that
Yeah.
they exceed it, but like, let's just get an event first,
Yeah.
rather than, and it's spreading out everywhere.
So, Will.
What's the surprise?
That was right.
Tell me the surprise.
So, obviously, was looking into flights this morning, right? Now listen to this. All right, listen to this. I haven't booked anything, okay? I promise I haven't booked anything. Return flights, Dublin to Orlando, Orlando to Dublin. Direct, no stopovers. Aer Lingus, in the September-October bracket, €435.
That's pretty damn good. That's like 215-ish euro each way to Florida
That's really good.
on not Ryanair.
Yeah.
That's like
Ryanair
they're a
doesn't
decent,
go to
no,
Orlando.
but like, you know, like Ryanair are like the cheap airline
Yeah.
for Ireland. So like Aer Lingus are pretty decent. Like that's real good.
So here's the thing. So it says that there's a fee, there's no fee if you need to change. So I think they've implemented this thing now where it's like, we don't know if your flight's gonna go when you book it. So just in case it doesn't, you can just change your flight. So should we book it? I'm gonna ask you guys,
Ooh,
should we just book
I'm
it?
not locking myself in.
But then I was like, but I know I want to go. The only reason I wouldn't go is if Joe Biden, that's what I call Joby. If Joby says we still can't come over, which he seems like a reasonable man, I could send him a letter. Dear Joe, can you just...
If you're watching.
Can you just...
It's cool though. I
Yeah.
mean, and I think this is the kind of thing we're going to start seeing, like a lot of flight deals and stuff come up as we move out of
That's the other thing.
times.
Here's my concern is like, okay, the flight is like low now, but like, what if like everything goes really well, which is what we all obviously want, but like what if things start to go too well and then it's like, oh, we bump up all the flight prices and now everything's extortionate. Like
It won't happen overnight though. I don't think there'll be a sudden day where it's like, and go.
Okay, yeah, so basically we wanted to make a video with obviously those announcements, and we are very excited about it.
The ball's rolling again.
The ball is rolling again.
Yeah.
Yes. So hopefully this video will be up before the next announcement.
Hopefully.
Yeah,
Yeah,
better.
it will.
He's editing it this time.
I just realised that was a dig
at.
at me. It's like, I will take as long as I like.
So yeah, we're super happy to be back. We're super excited that Horror Nights looks like it's like definitely happening. Get ready for more videos. And yeah, by the way, if you like my earrings, I don't know if any of you copped it, but I am supposed to be Delia Dietz. The earrings are from Gothic Lamb, links below. They're a great company. They have all like goth clothes and stuff like that, but these are their Devil Woman earrings. So just a bit of a plug there.
Cool.
So if you like my earrings.
I don't think they suit me, but it's okay.
Well, you never know. Well, anyway, really excited to be back. And yeah, see you in the next one when there's another announcement.
Yeah. Halloween, here we come.
Happy Halloween!
Ah.
Did it?
Yeah.
That was quick.
I forgot to hit record though.
No, you didn't. Did you? No, you didn't. Are you serious?
No.
Okay.